but you wanted to eat, so you went anyway. Y'all following me? So I pulled up to the barbecue, and I'm now hungry, and I see all the ribs. And you're like, damn, I want to go get a plate. But because you didn't get the direct invite, you gotta wait for somebody else to get the. Y'all follow me? So you sitting there like, man, somebody got a plate, so I can get a plate. And no one says anything, right? So you're gonna sit there hungry until your man's like, have to go get the plate, bring it back. And you're like, man, you want some? Right? Or the host says, yo, welcome. You good? Go grab a plate, kid, you alright? Then you're like, a word? Then you go get a plate. Now let's bring that to your campus. Young folks feel like guests on campus. You did all your funding to invite them to the barbecue. You recruited them there. But once they got to the barbecue, you stopped. And you ain't telling them to go get a plate. Huh? So your job is to say, you have a right to be here. This is your space. Plaster it on your walls. Put it in your sayings. Go get a plate. You have a right. You're not a guest on this campus. This is your campus. If you ain't show up, they wouldn't have a job. And let the kids be able to say that. And it's not hubris for a child to be able to say, an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 21-year-old to say, I'm not feeling welcome here. If I'm not here, you don't have a job. You gotta train them to talk breezy. Because we've only been trained to talk to each other that way. And to fight for scraps with each other. Don't get what's yours out there. You got the right to be here. The second right now is the right to feel. We all love black boys until they tell us how they feel. Oh, it's so quiet and you're such a nice guy. So they say, yo, I don't like that. I don't feel comfortable here. Yo, the way you said that, hurt my feelings. Like, bro, and I'm telling you, you have to say, I want more of that. Keep that honest energy, that truthful energy. If you don't have a mechanism on your campus for the students to be able to articulate their discomfort with the practices in your campus, you got a plantation. You got a good building on your plantation. It is nevertheless a plantation. Freedom requires the ability to be able to express my emotions about the conditions that I'm placed in. And to be able to have a seat at the table in changing those conditions. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Do something about it. And I don't have time, but there's specific things you can do programmatically to ensure that populations have voice. And it's not just the populations who are on your campus you need voice from. You need voice from the people who didn't get to the campus. We forget them cats. Oh, our students, who's your future students? They all out there waiting for you to do something. They were, still could be. The next right now is the right to act. That's the right to physicality, the right to mobility, the right to action and movement. I'm not going to get into much detail, you saw that today. Dance, touch, high fives, movements, head nods. Yo, if I can't do those things, I feel paralyzed. Y'all know that? Y'all be getting too deep. It's too deep, man. Too deep. What is the African American Male Strategy Program Initiative? You give them pounds? Okay. You give them head nods? Do they see you? How about that? People write a whole strategy for themselves. For themselves. Look how many big words I know. Look how many citations I put on. The right to act. Say, yo, we are, they don't like us, but we're moving people. Yo, look, I gave a talk once and said that to somebody, and somebody got so upset. Those are essentializing blackness. What about black folks who don't like to move? So you want me to change my whole meal for Oreo? So when I say movement, I'm not saying we movement people. Do you understand the genius in rhythm? You don't understand the genius in rhythm when you see somebody who ain't got it. I'm telling you. You ever go somewhere and somebody's trying to rhyme and can't catch a beat? People talk about our young people have academic achievement gaps and have not yet quite discussed the rhythm achievement gaps in half the population. And my instruction requires rhythm, cadence. Give a kid his brother speak, every time you speak, I give trembles. There's a cadence in its tonality. Delicate pauses and precious moments to have you catch up to the depth of the thought that came before. Then there's these moments where it's like a staccato, almost like a piano playing complexity that comes off. Then you pause a little bit, go a little deeper, come back. So you think that's accidental? That is genius. That is genius. You gotta hold everybody up and look, we're gonna record you, and we're like, look, break that down for them. I got a whole teacher training program. We just look at how KRS-One masters the stage. So teacher, and train your teachers to teach like a teacher. And your whole MS, MA, PhD program ain't got no class in rhythm. And then you wonder why babies ain't learning from the suckers. The right to love that we love. Why I love A2Mend so much. Why when I got the invite I was like, I'm coming. It's just the love. The right to love and be loved is the right to be able to say, yo, like, I can express my emotions freely. You know when brothers give brothers hugs? We've been trained not to accept that and believe that our masculinity is predicated on us being so toxic to each other and to our sisters, to be like, you know what, I'm gonna let go of that and love out loud. The power of touch on a brother's shoulder that we've lost. The right to say, he's not a little man, he's my little boy, growing to be a man. I won't rob him of his childhood. I will allow him to play and jump and skip and hug and kiss him. But you need that to be a man at some point. That's the right to love and be loved. When's the last time you gave a brother a hug, beloved? Not a that month love. A 30-second deep, soul-touching and embracing hug. You think that's useless? Oh, do you know the light that gets generated? When you look into your brother's eyes, and energy is manufactured in that moment, and y'all get charged up to change the world. You let these suckers tell you you're supposed to hate each other? Because they lack the capacity to love? Look, a person who does not have the capacity to do what you do will always believe what you do and claim that it is less than the Lord. We're going to close out soon, y'all. The right to speak truth to power. That means you take the person who's supposed to be the lowest and you put them in conversation with who's supposed to be the highest. I want the new freshman to talk to the president. I want the 9-year-old to talk to their superintendent and principal. We got a meeting with them, bring your baby, that's why I love this. Bring your baby over there to the meeting. If you can't find your baby, bring somebody else's baby. I want a 4-year-old, y'all think I'm playing. Bring a young person to every space you occupy that holds power. So everything they get from that is bigger than anything a book can tell. So that they grow up knowing, well, I can enter into this space. My son, Young Malcolm been everywhere. Daddy, are we going back to the White House? That's right. When you go on your own, we got the invite last time. It didn't stay because I just don't really even know, but got the person, right? But he knows he's seen that. Each of us are in places that we're excited to be in because it holds power. You should not be excited, they should be honored. 1. 2, when you enter those spaces, bring the babies with you and let them speak truth to power. That's why this is power. I might just be here to teach. The power in this was, he not only brought his son to the conference, he created a platform on the stage and he could be able to speak. On his CV and resume, he's spoken to 1,000 people. Don't never be erased from this young man's memory, ever. I get where I'm going. And I don't want us to look at those things as spectacles. This is why I love A2Mend. That wasn't a spectacle, it was a model. They might not be telling you, but they're showing you. Not a spectacle to witness, that was cute. Oh, that's a model of what I do when I have the opportunity. When you come into a space to be entertained, you rob yourself the opportunity to gain wisdom. I'm not saying you don't entertain in the process. That's how we get down. We entertain. That's our genius. But take a lesson. Take a note. Replicate. The right to see. That's the right to see these different perspectives. This conference don't gotta look like this. We can all turn up, turn down, move up, be outside. That's okay. And the most important one, y'all, is the right to knowledge. You get on the stage for this one. I'm gonna close out with this. There is a misperception that loving our children means that we lower academic and intellectual expectations. Stay with me. The system has conditioned us to believe that we have to choose either love or rigor. You're either ratchet or you're academic. And I'm telling you, it's a false binary, and you've got to make sure that you are as ratchet as you are academic. The babies think they have to choose, and academic don't look good to them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, we send a kid to a university campus or a college campus, and they look at their professor. The professor has no swag. They don't ask the professor, like, yo, you went to college? Yeah, I went to college. How many years you went to college? Like 9 years. Word. So you went to school all the years, and you still can't dress? Can I tell y'all the truth or not? They look at you like, what's wrong with you? All that to be swaggerless? No thanks. You give me options, I'm gonna choose what I am. That's why it's our responsibility to show up. You gotta show them like, oh no, I get down, and I get down. You know why I keep a key on my hat? Because the key is next to my mind. This thing, the weapon that's underneath my hat, when I unlock that key, come on, brother. You can't touch that. I keep a key on me. Huh? It's the most physical weapon that exists, beloved. When a baby knows that, and you show up, I don't have to be rational academic. I can be both. When it requires high expectations. Oh, he's only on the 5th grade reading level. Give him college work. Dr. E, I don't know if he has the capacity. No, you want to have the capacity to love. You love folks up. I'm going to close out with a story about my boo. So I'm married to this beautiful brown chocolate sister. And, you know, when I was trying to holler at her first, you know, I'm not the most handsome dude in the world. I'm swagged up. But, you know, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm handsome, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But she's bad. You know what I mean? Like, so everybody in the hood wanted to holler at her. And so I'm out here like, dang, I want to holler, right? But, you know, I didn't know if I could. One day, I got the courage up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to holler at her. Walked up, swagged up. Said, hey, sister, you look really beautiful and caramel this afternoon. You mind if I take you lost some time? She looked at me. No. Word. Like, all right, go back and be cool. You know, I don't give up. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have said, hey, sister. Maybe I should have hit her with the hey, queen. You know what I mean? So, you know, I went back and we up. You know what I mean? Got the game right. You know what I mean? I pulled up again. So this time I pull up. You know, said, hey, queen, I apologize for the way I approached you last time. You think it was possible I could take you lost some time? She looked at me again. Nah. Tell her. All right. Came back the third time. You know what I'm saying? The third time, I just kept it real. You know, sometimes you ain't gotta have a game. You know what I mean? Now I was gonna say, I got no game. You just understand my story. You know what I mean? Plus, listen, you really attractive. You know what I mean? You might get a little bit out of my league. I understand that. I respect that. Sometimes you gotta own it. You know what I'm saying? I honor that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I think you're beautiful. I treat you special. Like they could admire your beauty, but I admire your essence of you. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Young and keep that one. You know what I mean? I can't use it no more.
Keep it. I'm gonna remember that. Write that down.
So she said, yeah, and then we ended up dating. A couple months go by, get a little more.
I'm writing that one down.
Go out, go to the movies, almost, you know, go to the building, went to Big Plaza in the Bronx. I pulled up next to the lights a little dim. I looked at her, I was like, yo, I don't just like her, I think I love her. So I look over and I'm like, I gotta tell her. So I looked over and I said, yo, like, I just want you to know, I love you, right? She looked back over, beautiful look in her eyes, and sparkling with little lights. And she goes, Chris, I love you too. And the second she said, she goes, Chris, I love you too. Now that we've established that we love each other, let's talk about our expectations. It was a full sentence. I didn't even get to soak in the love fight. It was like, ah. But what's the beauty of that? This is what I've come to realize. This entire talk, this entire conversation, interrogating whiteness, interrogating witnessing, bearing witness to our excellence, loving on ourselves in the most drastic and powerful ways possible, pushing off the concept of the Oreo, understanding the rights of the body. All of that is the embodiment of love. But love ain't love until you have high expectations. Give them an advanced placement class. The high school said they were remedial. Push them into the class as credit bearing first and see how. Don't just keep them there stuck. Push them and give them the support. If you love somebody, love is only exemplified if you love somebody up to where you desire them to be. In closing, my A2Mend family. For those who know what is right to do and refuse to do it, it is sin. For those who know what is right to do and not push to accomplish it, you betray your legacy. You are somebody's ancestor. Live, teach, and move accordingly. Ashe.
Yes, sir. That was good. Wow.